Okay, good.
Okay, so before we start, I'm just going to do a quick prayer for us, or for you first, and for everyone. So dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you so much for the life of Karma. I thank you that you are giving her the time to come here and have a conversation with all of us. I pray that what she said will inspire many. I pray that we also grow the desire to know you more and to know you more better. Continue to protect us, continue to look upon us. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come and have a conversation with me.
No problem. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. So it's are you still in the UK?
No, I'm in Paris right now.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, nice. I know. So can you introduce yourself a little bit for those who doesn't know you?
Sure. My name is Karma Rains, and I am a choreographer, movement coach, and a body freedom advocate.
Wow. Can you explain a little bit what's the body freedom advocate is about?
So body freedom advocate is someone that is going to basically speak out and stand up for anyone that is body shaming or is trying to tell us what to do with our bodies. I'm super, super passionate about providing a safe space for women, particularly Black women and women of color, to start to understand all the aspects and layers to loving their body, accepting the flaws, and being able to still move and navigate through life, even on your rough days of maybe you don't like your skin right now, but it's totally okay, So just providing more of a stronger voice and a stance on being able to do what you want, with your body.
That's so amazing. So how did the idea come?
Because I'm a choreographer, I'm a dancer, I've been a mover and an athlete my entire life. So it just made sense. It all correlated together. And I finally realized recently, in the past year and a half, that it made sense to put a name on it, right? Because I've always been a body freedom advocate since as early as I can remember. So once those words hit, it fit. It was perfect. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, yes, I am. That is exactly what I am.
That's awesome. So how do you balance your faith within that? With your life and everything.
I don't even think it calls for a balance. I think it's just the same way we get up and brush our teeth, the same way we get up and take a shower, the same way we choose to eat a meal or call a friend or watch a movie. It, to me, is an effortless step to take. Nothing that I do is going to take my faith away. My salvation is never going to be taken away if I choose to teach a booty pop class or if I choose to teach a praise and worship class. My faith with God is fully intact. And that's, I think, something when you do get, brought up in the Christian background and religion, that there are the old heads that would choose to shame you if you show your shoulder, if you show your thigh, but I believe that God knows exactly what he was doing when he created me and when he put me in this vessel and the gifts that he gave me. I don't believe that any part of my faith is hindered by the fact that I choose to amplify movement of the body, because we only have one body, and there's no doubt in my mind that this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing with it.
Oh wow, that's that's very inspiring. So do you have any specific routine when it comes to your faith, just to keep yourself in the right path or not lose yourself?
A routine, as far as getting up and doing my prayers, that happens, but for me it's more so just in the moment, when I feel that I need to have a conversation with God, that's when I'll talk to him, or if it's just writing down something, or for me it's movement. If I just need to dance and release my emotions and being always connected to where these gifts of movement came from, that's more so my routine. I know there's some believers who, for them, it's so structured to where you wake up in the morning, you get out of your bed and you go straight onto your knees and you pray for an hour and a half. That's what my parents do. But what my parents do, it's not necessarily for me, but yeah, my routine is more free flow. I'd rather not put a structure on it at all times, because then it becomes too routine. I believe for me, I want to come to God in my most authentic self, right? I want to honor him. Yeah, I need to honor him in all ways of my life. So for me personally, if I were to like set a schedule and say, okay, every Monday through Friday, I have to wake up, I have to do this, then it feels too forced. I'd rather just come organically. And I know that he knows my heart, you know? But that's for me.
No, right. And it's like I said, like everyone is different. I always say it all the time. And also it depends on like the position of your heart, right? Like if you come to God because you have to, like he sees that, right? Like he see that it's forced, and I don't even know if you can like receive that. So I completely like I agree with you. Just to like do it when it's in your heart to do so. Like you can just pray, you know, to grow that desire to want to be closer to God and speak with him more. But it's better to do it when you feel And so how does God inspire you? Like as an artist, as a dancer?
That's an interesting question. I say it's interesting because as an artist and a creative, you always get the question of what inspires you. So to have it be presented as how does God inspire me through my art? I would have to say I'm inspired by the unconditional love that God provides to us, and the fact that he allowed his son, which was technically a part of his own entity, right? To come here. We all know the story. We all know what Jesus went through. So the inspiration I pull is the amount of love, like that unconditional, immense love that is given to all, even those that are not worthy, which none of us are. None of us are worthy. None of us deserve it. We're all just crazy people. So the inspiration of being able to just give so much love, that's something that I for sure pull, and I make sure that I exude through my movements and when I teach. And I mean, you've taken my class before, so you already know the fire and the passion to teach and to just connect with people exactly where they are. I have no doubt. I know that comes from God. It's not karma, you know? So his love.
That's amazing. I did take your class and I had such a good time. Like just that joy and that energy, like that just positivity all the time. And you can feel that, you know, when you come into the class. Like everyone is just like so happy and enjoying their time. So that's awesome. Is there anything that you would like to add, like for other people that are like looking at you that you know are dancers or do the same thing as you?
I would say, I mean, if I'm speaking directly to my dancers that are believers or any type of believer, believing other than yourself, that pull from your gifts and recognize that your gifts don't come from you. Recognize that your gifts were literally given to you on birth from our Creator. And so when you have those doubtful moments as a human, because we always do, in that moment, that's when you have to surrender, take yourself outside of your actual skin vessel and understand that this is of a higher power. So when you doubt yourself, when you think that you're not creative enough or you're not doing enough in your industry, whatever that may be as a creative, take a pause, sit with it. Maybe you need to open up your Bible. Maybe that's when you pray. Maybe that's when you meditate and ground yourself and say, okay, God, guide me, move my body, move my mind and my soul the way that you see like that I'm supposed to do it. Because the industries will rip you apart. They will tear your spirit down. They will destroy your soul if you don't have some type of foundation to come down to. And so, that's one of my biggest advices to my believers in the industry is remember where these gifts came from. Right. Remember where your talent came from. Right. Nobody can take that from you except for who gave it to you. That's you true. Know? That's so, and just do your thing. Do your thing.
So last question, when do you feel the closest to God?
When I'm dancing. Yeah. Oh, hands down. I mean, I love like the athletic side of it as far as if I'm like doing a workout and lifting weights, that's different. But when I'm fully dancing and when I'm in my freestyle dancing. So when I'm creating choreography, it's a little bit different. I still freestyle and I'll pull pieces. But if my intention is to just turn some music on and move with it, that's definitely when I definitely feel the closest. Because I'm not thinking, I'm just, my spirit is moving. And in that, you start to feel this energetic tingle throughout your entire body.
Yeah.
And then especially if a certain song comes on, if I'm moving to a certain song and I know that there's a message that's coming through that music that I'm supposed to move a certain way, that's like full surrender moment to God. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of, I mean, it's similar to meditating.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. It's similar to praying in a way, because you have to be surrendered in your prayer. You can't really have a certain structure. Even for my Catholic, brothers and sisters, I understand, the Hail Marys and all of that, but those that are more modern, that might not be their go-to. So it's a free flow. So I think when I'm in my freestyle movement, that's definitely a moment where I'm like, all right, God, I see you.
So
I see where you're at.
So with the way you're speaking, I don't want to guess, but with the pandemic, did your faith got shaken in any way, or it got stronger?
I would say it got stronger. I think there's a lot of people who were believers that it shook a little bit, and then non-believers definitely maybe became believers.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a message that I kept hearing throughout all of last year, no matter who it was, whether I was watching a YouTube sermon or through an app or a meme or whatever, even through my parents. We jokingly call my dad, he's a Bible scholar, because he is. I mean, the knowledge that he has about the Bible and all other religions is like so phenomenal. So I'll go to him usually to pick his brain. And it was very much so those that were without faith, our prayer as believers that they would come to believing, that when you were freaked out and worried about, am I going to get sick, or is my loved one going to get sick, or am I going to get a job? Is unemployment going to come through? What do I do? And in all that frantic and chaos and anxiety, that will be the moment that they would hear the right message, and then they would, dedicate their life to God. So, it didn't lessen. It was more so a moment of, okay, so are you trying to tell us that you're coming back? Like, what are you're trying to tell us something. So
he is,
probably should listen.
Right. I know, right? And that's why I'm trying to just dive deeper into his word, because at this moment you can only surrender, honestly, for believers. What else are you gonna do? Right? There's no control right now.
There's no control. So there's no control. You have to, and that's also scary as humans, to not be able to control something. And then when you are an artist, again, to not be able to control something is just like, no. You have a huge meltdown. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't perfect. I mean, I'm not always in a perfect, okay, cool, I get what you're saying, God, I'm ready to go, because that's also not realistic. I'm very much a realist. It's just as I am an optimistic person, and so, but I definitely can understand the moments where I feel the need to control so much. That's when I have to push the button to say, just kidding. I'm gonna let that go and go ahead and step in, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So
thank you so much for sharing. So we're just gonna do a little game. Are you ready? We're just gonna do Bible trivia.
When I saw that she said Bible trivia, I said, "Oh, don't ask me no questions." Okay.
It's okay. We're learning, right? When I told Naomi, I'm just learning when I'm doing this. I'll try not to give too hard of a questions. I'm gonna start.
It'll be very interesting.
It is going to be interesting. So I'm going to start with, what was the first book of the Bible?
The first book of the Bible.
What
is the first book of the Bible? Genesis.
Yeah, girl. You got it. You got this one. Okay, Genesis. That's correct. So pretty much you need to just have 3 points, right, out of the 5 questions. If you don't, you have to say something crazy about yourself. So you have 1 point now. Second question. Who was the wisest person in the Bible?
The wisest?
Yeah.
This is excluding God and Jesus, obviously. We're talking about humans.
Yeah. The people he used.
Oh, Lord. Okay, wait. Is it one of the disciples? Let's start there. Can you give me a clue?
Okay, the clue I can give you is that he was in the Old Testament.
Oh, okay, yeah, and disciples didn't really come into this.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Was it Moses?
No, it was Solomon. You know, Solomon.
Yeah, I guess he was pretty wise.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Okay, next question. Okay, what was the name of the garden where Adam and Eve were in?
The
garden. Yeah.
Of the garden of
Adam.
Okay, so it was called the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. That's correct. Girl, you already got you got 2 questions, 2 answers, right? Okay, that's good. Girl, you got this. The last one is going to be a hard one because that's a bonus one. I'm just saying.
Okay.
What did Lydia sold? Lydia.
What did she steal?
No, she was selling things, you know.
Oh, what did she sell? What did she sell? Lydia is a woman, and she sold. It wasn't jewelry. She sold. No. I'm gonna try. Let's just take a wild guess. Lydia sold like garments, clothing, blankets.
Yeah, clothing. It was clothing.
See?
Clothes. Yeah.
Garments, same. Okay.
Yeah, in French we say pour. I'm not
okay.
Sure.
And which part of the Bible was Lydia in? She's New Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See?
She was in the book of Acts.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. I feel like New Testament has more updated things.
Yeah. That's true. But the Old Testament is as important. But yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So last question. That's the toughest one. Alors, nobody so far got it right, so I'm just gonna ask you since you haven't seen the videos yet.
Okay.
Who was the oldest living person in the Bible?
Right. Okay. Hold on.
You got 3 points, so you're good, but you never know.
Yeah, but this will be fun. Let's see. Wait till I tell my dad after this, because also. Side note, fun fact, he also started creating a game called Bibleopoly.
No way! Yeah. That's so cool!
We called it that a couple months ago, and so now he does it every time the family, just like him and the kids get together.
Yeah.
He'll give us money. It's very intense.
I want to play! I want to play!
Yeah. So this reminds me of that. I'm like, Dad, I'm telling you, it's a thing. Like trivia, Bible trivia. It's fun. Okay, the oldest person in the entire Bible, Old Testament and New Testament.
Yes. So yeah, he lived the longest, and it was long, long.
It was a really long time. It was a really long. Dang it! I feel like the answer I'm gonna say is the obvious one, but it's probably wrong. But I just feel like it was. I'm sure someone said this, and then whatever. I already had my 3 points though, so you said that's fine.
Yeah,
this is just for bonus.
Yeah.
Was it Abraham?
No. Yeah, someone else said it, but it's not.
Yeah, because he was old. He was old.
He was very old.
Okay, wait. Don't tell me. This doesn't count anymore, but don't tell me. Okay, so it wasn't Abraham.
Go ahead.
It wasn't Paul. Paul was a disciple.
Yeah. And life was just going down from them.
Yeah, from there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So it's not what do you call it? It's not a trendy name.
No.
You know how there's just those names that stick out?
It is not.
It's not one of those. Yeah. Okay, tell me, what is it? I want to know now.
It's Methuselah. So he was
definitely.
He was the grandfather of Noah. He lived 669 years ago. It's
see, so I bet, did someone say Abraham and Noah and other?
Someone said, Abraham. Yeah. Because
yeah.
we tend to skip like the names. So, you know, when they talk about the genealogy, we tend to skip.
You do.
What's
the grandfather's name again? Pronounce it for me. It's the M.
Yeah, Methuselah. I don't know if you say it like that, but Methuselah. Methuselah.
Wow, 600 years.
Yeah. 969 years.
No, thank you. I would be like, God, I'm good. I can go to sleep at 100. Just let me go. 100 is good.
We're seeking for eternal life, so like that shouldn't scare us. But
no,
it is long.
That's very true. Well, but I don't want to. Not on Earth. That's too long here. There's too many. All the crap that's happening.
I know. God's gonna clean it off first.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah.
Well, you did good. You got like 3 points, so that's not bad, right? It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I like that. That's cool.
Well, thank you so much. Well, before we end, I'm just gonna ask you to challenge 2 people that you know around you that are Christian to come and do the interview. Or else, well, you'll have to give $5 to a nonprofit. They have 24 hours to do it. And if they do, the show is gonna give $5 to a nonprofit that partners with us.
Okay, and if they don't, then I could I can give it anyways.
Yeah, I'll send you the link for the funds.
Okay.
So I can do that. Yeah. So can you challenge 2 people?
It's probably gonna be my dad, and he's gonna answer all the questions, right? So just get ready, girl.
I'll get ready to like the hard one.
Yeah, it'll be fun for you to have him. So yeah, I'll challenge my dad. I'll ask him. I'm sure he'll want to do it. And then probably one of my like sisters or one of my sister friends. Yeah. So
do you have the name?
The girls that I would ask are probably like Courtney, maybe Mercedes, and maybe but I mean, I'll send you. Do I just send you their email or tell them to email you?
Yeah, they have to DM or email me saying that they accept the challenge. So you have to do that the day that I put your video on. So I'll tell you when that comes.
Okay, and then I tell them do the challenge.
You have 24 hours. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you so
and then
much.
The link. Yeah, you're welcome. And then you'll send me the link for the the donating.
Oh yeah, for the funds I'm creating, I'll send you the link.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much, Karma.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I hope you have a good day. Sorry for being a little bit late.
No, it's okay. You too. Take care of yourself out there in Paris.
I'll let you know when I come down to LA. I'm trying to come.
Please. Yeah, man, I miss you because you've been there for a while. Like you've been
a year.
And you've learned the language, or did you already know?
No, I'm coming from, I come from here, so I knew French. Yeah. I'm learning Korean, so
that's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll hear from you soon.
You have a good week. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
You too.